Hi, YouTube. I hope you're doing okay. I'm doing all right. I had a really nightmarish night last night. Doug was up like every couple hours, too. Some people think nightmares are from guilty conscience, and it can be from overwork or stress. I told you like a few days back, my youngest son had called and was actually hurting my heart over the phone with well, he was aggravated towards he found out the guy that sliced my oldest son up and was talking about what he was going to do and just getting all radical and everything and literally accused me of like picking sides and unfriended me on Facebook. So just a couple days ago, he refriended me again and excused himself for being so radical. And I'm thinking, yeah, till next time. So just a minute, I'll be back with you. um, I'll get back to that. But yesterday, Doug had taken out my PT Cruiser. A guy's going to buy it for the motor, but the transmission's getting kind of iffy in it, missing gears and whatever. And I've driven it like that too, but no biggie. We do have other things to drive, but he was gone for a while, so I was like concerned because although we do have AAA towing service, they have left him stranded before in the cold. Like he had to literally get out and flag down a tow truck that was going by and pay for it independently and then get a hold of AAA. And this is way out in the country in the middle of nowhere. So I was really concerned that something like that had happened to him. But he had stopped from after grocery shopping at a friend's house that's going to buy the car. So he literally was selling my car for me. But it didn't take the worry away from, that. So, and he was in a horrible mood. So we both kind of just had a rotten night last night. But, ah, things got a little worse this morning. I'll tell you about it just a moment. So, yeah, I had taken the time to my youngest son was asking for pictures and I would have to literally move everything and tear my room apart and get all dirty and I've got enough stuff to do in my life without doing that. And it's work that people don't appreciate because I'm talking about somebody that has used me and although I don't have much, it's not enough. So, it's not appreciated. Well, they can say they do, but they usually don't even say that, But anyway, so I'll tell you about a little exchange that I had this morning. I had went and got a few videos that I have of photo memories and shared them. He said it made his heart feel better. And then I showed him my credentials for being a licensed reverend. And he said, "Oh, that was cool," or whatever. And I was telling him about different studies that I had done in my life, starting at 15 with my dad and a friend of his to teach me to know what was going on with the agendas in our times. So, anyway, so I got past that, and then I shared a video from Days of Noah explaining all their wishes for electronics and transhumanism and continuing um, more like a communistic outlook, neo Nazism type of attitude in the world, like do what thy will and there's no consequences type of thing, and the attitude that is in the world. Well, then on a post, I had my sister, my brother, my mom's on there, and none of them really talked to me out in public except for my son. But he was talking about how he was going to get some pictures from my ex, like I had suggested. And I said, could you copy them and then send them to me after? Okay, Ma, he writes in small letters. And it's like, okay. Even I call the thing that doesn't like me mother, you know, both of them. But anyway, whatever. So, and that was in front of everybody. It's a little embarrassing. So I let it go. Not a great big deal. But then pretty soon there was this post where it's hard to explain when somebody's literally uh, knowledgeable about the scriptures but can use them for their benefit type of thing. And he was talking about how people that um, say that there's karma are just people that are making this up against other people, whatever they want to do, because everything's in God's hands. And I couldn't agree more, but I also told him that karma is real. And one of his very own friends, a man, went and got him the scriptures where you'll reap what you sow. And that's what karma is. And I was telling him about the ki, the kai, the prana, the vril, whatever you want to call the energy that's inside of us, what we put out into this world. It doesn't even have to be actions, it can be thoughts or it can be written words, whatever. It'll come around to get you. That, or K, or CIAG, um, ki, 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 or prana. You know what I'm talking about. Our energy within us that goes out into the ether. But my point is I'm dealing with people that okay, even and I've seen it with my own eyes, and I'm not really big on it. I'm around people, if they tell like a sexually explicit joke or something funny that's inappropriate around, say, like to your aunt or to your nephew or from your mother or in front of your grandchildren, or it's just I can't deal with the inappropriateness of it all. And basically they gang stalk me like that because I'm not like that. So they try to paint me like I am less of a loving person or less of a Christian or whatever. Christian's kind of a iffy term nowadays, and it doesn't matter. God is our creator, our father, whatever. So whatever they want to say, I don't really care. But I really did just end up going to my son's messenger, and because I said, here's a good video for you to watch with all the information that you need to know what's going on in the world right now. I said, but if you want to ignore me, whatever, all he did was give me a thumbs up. When I know as a loving person, I would say, I'm not going to ignore you, or I might not take the time. I said, you can watch it in segments or whatever. It was Days of Noah, like I said, with a lot of information about what's going on in the world right now. So I just went back after that little exchange of karma not being real. And I just told him, you can dump me, block me, IDGAF. And I said, oh, I started it out. I'm sick of fake, wait, fake ass users. And then I said, you can dump me, block me, whatever. And then I told him bye or whatever, something to that extent. And he went to write something. I said, no, no more. And I just got off there. It's energy thief stuff, because if somebody's literally hurting your heart and you get that dark vibe off them, you're not getting a dark vibe off of me. I'm talking about darkness, which is a little uncomfortable, isn't it? So I need to distance myself from that. It's like I've had people and my youngest son come into my home as an adult man and pound holes in my floor and my doors and all kinds of things around my house and never offer to fix it once, but honors a man, his dad, that married a woman with money and cheated on me to get out of the house. And I mean, that's neither here nor there because I ended up kicking him out anyway because he wanted his cake and eat it too, kind of thing. So, and he just, I just told my son, I said, I barely like you. You know, that's what I ended up telling him in that. That's one other thing I wrote. And it is true. I can't pretend I do. I get a dark vibe off him and I don't want to be around him. And I did share, that a post it said, I've opened my door and had people destroy my home, just trash it. And now I've got my bolt locked. Well, I don't even lock my door, but you're not getting in unless I invite you. And I'm not inviting them. So that's just how I feel. He said he's going to stop by here with his daughter this summer. No, no, you're not. If you're watching this, you're not welcome here. I don't like that crap around me. It really acts too much like the sperm donor, and I don't want nothing to do. I don't like it. I can't say I do. He's not enough like me. He said he sees good in everybody. Well, I don't. If you're fake and you use people and you hurt people and you don't repent for the dirty things you do, and it's quite obvious, and then you try and then he said something else that was so inaccurate. He sent these little clips of his voice yesterday, like of my young days with his dad, like when I was 17, 18, whatever, like what you and dad did and what I did. And I wrote back, I said, I am not you or your dad, so it's like, yeah, whatever. So that's what's going in my world today, going on. Just, and it doesn't hurt my heart like that. These people are so cold hearted and such players. I'll just tell it like it is. If he keeps following in the footsteps of his dad is closely connected with Satan and Satanism. He is going to end up back in prison, and I will not see him again. And that's my instincts. Hopefully, God can intervene and help things out, but I don't want to talk to him, so he's going to have to write me a letter or whatever. And that's even iffy if I would read it because I don't trust him. If you can't trust somebody to not make you feel bad when you're talking to them, there's nothing there. And you can't have that around you for like 6 decades. I've tried to put up with people and tried to love beyond whatever. And any little thing like, oh, you spilt your milk. Well, you screwed your brother. But I'm just supposed to ignore all these things and be okay with it and their filthy minds and language and just let everything go and not say anything. Well, here I am saying everything, you know. The world is a filthy place. There's some real evil people out there, and I don't want anything to do with them. So, hello, all of you. You know, you don't have to pretend to love me anymore. You know, I don't like pretending. So, anyway, just a minute. Okay, I think that's enough down in the dump stuff. mm. My friend Kim, hi Kim, passed around a post. It's a gal, she had a nose ring, so I assume she's like decades younger than me, but whatever. This woman with and I like nose rings, I think they're cute. to a certain extent on some people, whatever. But yeah, she had this great big, looked like a rose quartz or a real light colored amethyst on her third eye, and she's like tipped up backwards. She got this big rock on her head. It said something like, when you're trying to keep your vibe high, but you want to tell people what dicks they're being, it's like, yeah. And she sure caught my vibe today. Or like I know she does live through some of the same type of things with people in her life. When you're close to people in your family, that's really painful. It is. And you do need other people to talk to about it because it's real. It really is real. It boils down to this: they're evil and you're not, and they hate you. And even though you don't hate them and they know your heart hurts and cries for them, they don't care. They're cold. So that's why I'm out here talking, because there's some people going through hell and they have absolutely no one that cares, you know. Well, I do. And I'm talking about it, And no, I don't like my kid. It's really bad, right? Yeah. Well, that's the way it is, you know. I have human love for people. If I like them, I don't want to be, I want to be around them. If I don't like them, I don't want to be around them. Why would I? You know, it's like having a dinner party and inviting everybody you don't like. You know, there might be one or two there and you can tolerate them, but whatever. But, actually, I'm not like that either. If now in my life, if I don't like somebody, you're not getting near me, not even close to my energy at all. Not electronically, not over the phone, and definitely not in person. So, yeah, that's people I can't trust actually physically, you know. So, whether it be with my heart or putting hands on me, acting like it's funny, or this all the retarded regress type of behavior that somebody evil would do, you know. So yeah, and I thought I was done talking about it. Guess not. you know. Well, that's my prana for today. I hope it isn't too low vibing for you because I don't like it myself, but I needed to put this out on a video, especially for my youngest son. I asked him if he'd sub to me. He doesn't seem to care to want to, um, and that's entirely his choice. I don't want to hear him either, so we have that in common. The only thing is, I'll admit it. You know, I will not say I'm like Jesus sitting down with the sinners. Jesus already did that. He made some laws for people that they don't want to repent from and they want to make excuses to keep doing them. And that's not my style. Although I'll say something about it, but then I'm persecuted for saying something. And a lot of these bigger preachers out there, they're not persecuted for that. I mean, atheists will come up against them, but they can always have a rebuke for that or a rebuttal or, you know, I mean, it's not a debatable thing whether God created everybody or not. That's not open for debate to me. And I've even made videos and showed people the Hebrew and Aramaic. Boy, that was a good dyslexia one. But anyway, Aramaic, going back, showing that the word source is like sorcerer, sorcery, and it is Satanistic. That's one of Satan's nicknames. But I've showed him it. I've got videos of it, like one 18-second video and another minute and something going into the language and showing people it black and white. Like when you're typing these things and you're saying, yes, God is the source of everything, but if they call him the source or the source in the universe. See the difference in language is what I'm trying to say, and how it's said and who's saying it, what's meant by it. I'm really careful about all that. So I just was educating people on some of the language, you know, and had kind of a big thing about it. And this one guy adamantly, well, my mom calls our creator the source. I said, well, your mom sounds like a Satanist. And he didn't like that. Well, come to find out, yeah, I was correct. And so is he. He's one of these that gets on there and he'll teach you, okay, just a minute, like there's different types of entities in the world, whether it be human or Anunnaki or whatever they want to call themselves, but we're all human beings. But there are different energies inside of people. So there's like the new and the Anunnaki, and the new being like half this, half that. Well, we can't help that we were intermingled with some trash, and some of us have parents or children that are more of a resemblance to that, and that's the way things are. And that's why I know we're in the times that we're in, because it ran in 2 generations straight, not just every other one, if you see what I'm saying. It's like there's a song called The Seventh Son of the Seventh Son. Well, that has some deep esoteric meaning about the 7 generations of the Cain blood or whatever. 7 generations meaning like 100 years, or and actually like a 1,000-year reign of Satan already being free on this planet. If people are waiting for him to be free, you haven't noticed anything weird that doesn't seem ungodly in this world? Uh, well, I guess you missed his freedom, all their free will, and do what they will, and um, yeah, whatever. Yeah, there's certain places for everybody according to how they act. And the ones that like me, hey, we're going to see each other. They like each other. Yep, they'll be there too. Who's going to be more comfortable then? We are. They're more comfortable now. And they're very comfortable with their disrespect. You know, I guess I don't have enough money. Well, when I'm sitting by my lake home, and you'll see that coming in the future soon here, um, money isn't going to mean anything to me. I'll be able to walk out on the beach and collect agates in my favorite spot in the world. And they're not going to know where it is either, because the area is so big and vast. I'm going where nobody that I don't trust, they're not coming around me. They won't know where I'm at. I'm at that point. This is the closest they'll get to me right here. That's it. I'm done. So, but okay, on that Canadian convoy, I wanted to just touch on that a little bit here. I'm not sure that it's really going to do any good one way or another, even if they stop the passports or mandates or whatever in one area of the world, the neo Nazism, and their one world globalization of religion and ethnicity and gender and everything that they want to combine all in one. Don't forget that we are in the times of separating the wheat from the tares, and the tares will be bundled up and burnt. They're being burnt right now. So, don't let them pretend like they're not, because they're frying. They know their time is short. So, and they're going to be bound. They should be gagged right now, but they'll be bound. They won't be able to run around and make a bad example out of themselves in front of anybody ever again. And that's what's going to happen. And I have faith in God. And I know this is true in my heart. I didn't fight all my life for this to see nothing happen, and I can feel it in the air. I think you can feel a lot of good and a lot of bad. There's a big old spiritual war going on, but we do know that God created even them in their foolish ways. It's just going to take them a lot longer. If they don't want to please Him, just like if my kid does not want to please his mother, well, please stay the hell away from me. You know, that's how parents should be. If you're tolerating a mouthy, filthy, pretending ass, fake type of person in your life, um, I would I would stay as far away from that as I could get if I were you, because years and decades of that type of thing really does physically hurt your heart. Find people that want to see you succeed and not make you sad. Like if I would have answered that message, I knew I wouldn't be making a video. It's like, nope, not today. I'm gonna go talk to my friends. They love me. They respect me. It's like, so that's where I'm gonna put my energies, towards people that appreciate me, not ones that don't. And the double talk, when somebody's double talking with the scriptures, mm, nah. That's why I don't pull out a book and do that type of thing. It's like, no, I'm talking from my heart. And if you don't like me as a person, I'm cool with that, because I probably won't like you either. And that's who we are. You know, there's different many mansions in heaven. I got mine, you got yours, and I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that right here, right now. If you're have a message to say to everybody, and that's what my son said too. He had a message, albeit seemed a little um fake. And if I'm wrong, God put that in my heart. But I got a bad vibe off of the whole exchange of the last few days, and it's like, can't do it. I really just can't. You know, he's 37. He can handle his life without his ma little letters in it. So yes, he sure can. All right, everybody. That's all that's going on in my life right now, and don't be fooled with this convoy. Although they're allowing it, they really are not going to back down with ultimately trying to make a evil couch potato out of every human being in the world, and destroying people through their own physicality and their selfishness and their cold hearts. Yeah, they're taking people away from God. They're trying their damnedest. But the true ones, they'll never get us anyway. And that does bug them. Them evil ones, they've tried so hard. Keep trying, and they still can't make us stop. So we'll still be good people whether they like it or not. And they can still pretend to be good people whether we like it or not. But like I said, all we can do is make a decision. Do we want this in our life? What are you going to settle for? The best or less? Or, just go with the flow. I've done that a lot. It's a pretty painful thing. So, all right, everybody. Peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota, USA. Have a good night or day wherever you're at.